Are you constantly struggling with painful sciatica? Sciatica can ruin your life, especially when it is a constant aching, burning pain that often runs down your leg. You may have even tried painkillers or injections that unfortunately wear off, and you'll try anything to get rid of the pain. You may have tried stretching the hamstrings and glute muscles in the back of the leg, because when we have sciatica in our leg, it often feels tight back there, and it would make sense to stretch because all the muscles are seized up. But here's the truth. Instead of solving the true root cause of the problem, stretching our sciatica pain almost always makes it worse. This is because stretching piles on even more tension onto muscles that are already tight. So if we keep doing this, we'll never get lasting relief. So in this video, I'm going to show you 3 simple exercises that are designed to get to the root cause of your pain, which is mobility in the hips and your spine. These simple exercises will then help you relieve the tension on the nerve, which is what is causing your sciatica pain. And at the end of this video, I'll show you what you can do to help strengthen your spine so you can not only get out of pain, but stay out of pain for good. Hi, I'm Mike. I'm a chiropractor and a master's of science in exercise, and I help get people out of low back and sciatica pain. It's all I do. So, most people with sciatica feel it in the glutes or the hamstrings or even all the way down to the knees and toes. And when this happens, our muscles feel tight. So naturally, we want to loosen them up and stretch them. But this is not the solution because sciatica is almost never a tight muscle problem. The real issue comes from poor mobility in your lower back, which is almost always where the root cause of the problem is. And so what happens as we get older is as our spine and our pelvis and the little muscles that help keep it stable get weaker, we eventually start to lose stability in our spine. And if the muscles around the spine aren't strong enough to keep the little discs that are in between our vertebrae correctly in place, sometimes those discs can start to press on the nerve right at the source in the spinal canal. The other potential cause is if those same little muscles in the spine are not strong enough, our body can begin to experience some degeneration around the area where the nerve exits the spine, which can also put some pressure on the nerve at the source. So unfortunately, when you stretch your hamstrings or your glutes when you have sciatica pain, you're not only not addressing the root cause, you're potentially putting even more pressure on an already irritated nerve. And this is why so many people tell me that when they've stretched their hamstrings when they have sciatica pain, it almost always makes it feel worse. So with all this in mind, let's get right to the exercises. But first, here's a quick disclaimer. All right, so for this first exercise, what we're going to do is lie down on our backs here, as you see. This is called the modified dead bug exercise. From here, we are going to bend our knees up, and then we are going to slowly move one leg away from our core. And while we're doing this, we're going to stabilize our core. We also want to make sure that our back is flat on the ground or on the table or the bed, wherever we are doing this exercise. From here, we want to make sure that we are breathing slowly and nice and deep, and making sure that core is stabilized throughout this movement. What this exercise is doing is as our leg is moving and as our core is stabilizing, it's helping to activate those small muscles I was talking about in the introduction. And when these muscles are activated, this helps take the pressure off of the nerve where it exits the spine. And activating our core over the long term is critical for reducing our sciatica pain. So as we are doing this, you can see we are doing this 8 to 10 times per leg. And once you've done that, we can go on to the next exercise. Great job. All right, for the second exercise, once we've activated our core and gotten some strength built up in that area, we can now move on to releasing our hips and our low back. And so this exercise is called the 90-degree hip opener exercise. So we are going to take a seat on the floor as shown here, and we're going to place our legs in a 90-degree format just as you see in the video. Now, if this is difficult and it is more comfortable to do so, we can lean back slightly so that there's more room between our legs and our lower back. But to increase the difficulty, we would sit up. But whichever you do, it's okay. We just want to make sure that we get the movement as comfortable as possible. So from this position, we are going to move our hips back and forth by moving our legs, as you see here. What this is doing is this is moving and getting our low back and hips mobile and released so that we can have better coordinated movement, which will in turn take pressure off of the sciatic nerve. We can do this 8 to 10 times, moving as you see here. And once we've done that, we can go to the third exercise. Great job. So for this third exercise, we are going to open up the nerve at its root with a gentle mobility exercise. We are first going to lie down on our side, and the side that is hurting, the side that has the sciatica, is going to be facing up. So the side that is not painful, or the side that we're not looking to relieve pain from, is lying down on the table. Then we will take a pillow or something else that is soft that can help support our low back, and we're going to place it underneath our low back, just above our hips, so that it opens up the joint space on the painful side. And when this joint space opens up, this will help take the pressure off of the nerve and reduce our sciatica pain. And with this exercise, we can do this for as long as it takes to feel relief and for as long as we want to stay lying here. This is a very gentle and comfortable exercise. All right, once you're done, great job. So just a few quick cautions to mention as we go through these exercises. If you feel some relief or lessening of the tension you are feeling, or the pain starts to go from far down closer to your low back, so let's say it was in the calf, and then after you do the exercises, you only feel it really in the glutes or even closer to the low back, that's a good sign. This is a concept called centralization of pain. However, if the pain starts to get worse or it changes to a new type of pain, or if your pain was only in the low back or only in the glutes, and then it starts to travel further down your leg into the back of the knee or even down to the foot, that is a sign that you should definitely stop doing these exercises and go see a trusted health professional in your area. So now you know 3 key sciatica exercises that are designed to get to the root cause of your pain. But if you're serious about getting pain-free and want even more exercises, I've put together a free group where we go over even more resources to help with joint pain and mobility. If you'd like to join that group, click the link below in the description. We'd love to see you join us. And if you want even more sciatica relief, I go over even more spine strengthening and sciatica pain relief exercises in this video here to help you get moving and strengthen your spine for the long term. Click here to see that video. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and share this video with someone who you know might be struggling with sciatica. I'll see you in the next video.